Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
So as we look at current air temperatures, it's obvious we are in for another warm and sticky afternoon with a dew point of 74 and an air temperature of 88. We have a west now, southwest wind coming in at about 7. And I think that westerly component to the wind is going to become more pronounced and consistent over the next 24 hours as a low to our north develops and kind of pulls in the air off the Gulf. Could be a problem for some people who are very sensitive to red tide irritants in the air as they may travel a little further inland. 88 degrees, Wauchula 85, Arcadia 86, Myakka 88, in Parrish, Bradenton, Sarasota 85 in Venice, 83 in Inglewood. Northport comes in at 84 and Longboat Key at 82. Right now it's pretty quiet across the state. We've got some showers off the Carolina coast. We also have a string of showers that extends all the way from Texas through the central Great Lakes. That's a cold front, and that cold front is on the move. We may actually see the first cold front of the fall season approach and stall over our area as we head into the weekend, bringing us some slightly cooler air, certainly slightly less humid air, especially during the morning hours. Things will probably warm up pretty nicely during the afternoon. But it's something to look forward to, and it'll be just that little taste, perhaps, of fall in the air as we head into Saturday and Sunday, maybe even Friday. We have some scattered showers that were around earlier today. You can kind of make out a kind of spin in these radar echoes. We've got a little upper level low that's influencing our weather today. Right now, everything is pretty quiet on radar across the region. Over the next several days, as I mentioned, we may see a little bit of a wind shift. Here's why. A low moving out of the northern Gulf will eventually start to turn our winds around to a more southerly westerly direction. As that low intensifies, assuming that it does, and it looks like it will, we'll probably see that kind of consistent wind flow. As that front approaches and stalls out over us, it may turn a little bit more northwesterly, but I still think we're in for this westerly wind probably for at least 3, 4, maybe even more days. So we'll watch for that. Sun building clouds later in the afternoon in inland areas, particularly late day showers. Watch for those. And then we'll watch that cold front. It's not the only thing we'll be watching for, though. The heaviest of the rain showers, which will build, also will again today produce some fairly heavy rain in inland areas. The general drift will be kind of all over the place. We'll have a decent sea breeze building, but the winds will be light enough that you can have outflow boundaries that kind of create the random sort of motion for some of these storms. But some of them, well, will, I think, drift back toward the coastline. So as we look at our satellite imagery, you kind of make out this spin right here of an upper level low, but also way out in the Atlantic, we continue to watch this cluster of clouds looking a little bit better organized today with a computer model general drift that takes it toward the Caribbean. Not yet named 97L, the invest name for this system, continues on a westerly track. Thereafter, it's anyone's guess what happens later in the week. Some computer models take it further to the north, others keep it moving west, others kind of tear it apart completely as it interacts with South America. Bottom line is, at this time of year, we can't let our guard down, and we'll watch this storm approach the Caribbean. And when you have a storm in the Caribbean, it's worth paying attention to. So we'll update you as we head through the week of any possible impacts that it may have on the state of Florida down the road. Maybe, maybe not. West wind coming in at about 5 to 10, northwest this evening at about 5. Brings you a smooth condition with less than 2-foot seas. Pretty nice day for boating. Just watch those late day storms migrating out into Gulf today. And tomorrow you have about a 40% chance of storms. Maybe some early morning storms near the coast, followed by inland storms. And then some drier air hopefully filtering in just in time for the weekend, depending on what happens with that front. Scott?